Hi everybody, it's Bonka 922. Okay, one piece I'm gonna do later today. Um, right now it's time for fairy tale episode. This was 167. A 100 to 1. Well, you pretty much gather what this episode was about. Erza going up against those 100 monsters. Now, obviously, when this was shown in the manga, it was just one panel, and that was it. So, you got to figure that in the anime, they're going to put filler in there. Well, they did. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. 5 out of 5, I think, would be too much. Because, it's too crazy to give it a 5 out of 5. This is pretty much Erza's fight with the monsters. With filler in there, mind you. And the rest of the match, the rest of Pandemonium. Which is, everyone going up against it, having their turn against that power finder thing. And Cana pulling off her move. And conclusion with Raventail. So you know what next week is? Laxus. Pretty much the animation was pretty good to a certain extent. I mean, there are times when I kind of hype the animation a little bit too high. But the animation was good to a certain extent. Erza was beast. Erza was like, you know what I liked though? What they specifically did with this episode, with Erza. They had her mix and matching armors. For example, there was this one part when she was fighting a monster that was breathing fire, right? She had the Fire Empress armor on, and she brought out the sword, the water sword she uses. And she had water and fire at the same time. The fire sword for Fire Emblem, Empress armor, and the water one for the other armor she has. So she was fighting two monsters at the same time with two different weakness against them. I was like, wow. And the rest of it was like, oh my god, crazy shit going down. And they did it very well, and I really liked how they mixed and matched her. She was mixing and matching armors. How it looked when she was fighting all those monsters at the same time. And then when she obviously fought this S-class monster. So it just made it even more impressive. And then, of course, she got her stare downs with Kagura and Minerva. Which I thought that was done well, too. Also, new intro. Thank the Lords! Thank you. New opening. Thank God we don't have to hear that stupid song again. That stupid jig thing. And a new closing, mind you. The opening was pretty good. I liked how it was being played. I liked the imagery. We even get to see future Lucy. Well, the hooded figure. Oops. To anyone who just heard that and who does not watch the manga, I apologize. Thank you. I'll put in the description below that I said that. I apologize. Okay, so we get to see the hooded figure as well. The intro, brings a lot of opening, brings a lot to it. Even a face-off we saw between Natsu and Gajil and Rogue and Sting. And also you saw Raventail there, I think, too, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. And then the closing was pretty much just, Lucy, and she sees them under destruction. How what happened there? Now, like I said, back to the episode. Erza was boss. There's nothing to say. The actual fights against the monsters was fucking awesome. No questions asked. I thought they did it well. She fought the D monsters, the B monsters, the A monsters, which were fucking huge. And huge fists and everything. And she's able to counter against them and beat them. And then she ends up fighting, like I said, the S-Class monster was fucking huge as well. And there was an explanation saying that its power tripled once the last monster to fight. Its power tripled, and she ended up fighting that. Then, after that, she won, blah, 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 you know the story. And everyone was cheering her name. We see Minerva. She says her one-liner. You know the story. Then we had the whole thing with everybody hitting that power finder thing. And at least to say that was done very well. Orga fighting it, just annihilating the thing and getting like a high score. And saw Laxus' face. So it was a pretty epic episode. And then you have also Cana. I mean, come on. Takes off her clothes. Fairy glitter. Boom! Blows that to Kingdom Come. 9,999. Need I say more? Oh, and then, of course, the clincher go to Raventail. And, Mr. Rapist! I'm sorry, get used to it. Nara Pudding is a rapist. He belongs on America's Most Wanted. So, and he sounds like he's got marbles in his mouth. But anyway, he gives a piece of paper to Alexia of who is fighting who in the next round. And we know where this is going. And those who've not read the manga, I'm not going to say where this is going. But if you've seen the preview, you know where this is going. You know where this is going. I don't know how far off we're up to with the next couple of matches. I don't think we're going to get the next couple of matches until the following weeks. So next week it's going to be simply just the next match. That's all. And if you've seen the preview, you know it's Laxus versus Excelia. And I'm not going to say anything of who that person is. Because if I say something, people are like, it's spoiled. I'm not saying anything. But at least to say, I'm giving this 4 out of 5, not only just because of the episode, but because of the opening and close. I think the opening was done much better. This was so much better than that god-awful opening. God damn, I can't stand that shit. It wasn't good at all. Not like it. The closing was done pretty well, too. The closing, in fact, reminded me from the filler. With how they were showing Lucy and everything. I like that. That was very nice. And the song was good, too. But the opening especially was done really good. Like, you got, Sting and Rogue and, Gajil and Natsu there. That was pretty boss. I like that. I like that shit. That was awesome. So overall, this was a good episode. Like I said, 4 out of 5. Not gonna say anything about next week because I know people who watch these reviews. Some of them do not read the manga. So I'm not gonna say anything. At least to say, I will say this: it is a surprise. You will be surprised what happens. But yeah. It's moving along pretty quickly. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to... I don't think they're going to jump, the gun. And then all of a sudden they're just going to say, oh, I got to put a filler in. Nah, I think they're going to roll for a couple of more weeks with this. So, yeah. But that's all I got for you guys. So, yeah. Good episode of Fairy Tale. Go check it out when you have a chance. Definitely watch. Definitely a good watch. Definitely go watch it. Personally, the one reason why you should go watch this is because of the Erza fight. Erza taking down those monsters. That bona fide reason. Number one reason to go watch it. Because I thought that was done very nicely. I was thinking about it, like, how the hell are they going to pull this off? Because anybody who's seen the manga knows it was just one panel. It was right there, and that was it. This was done well. You saw her changing armors and changing weapons, combining weapons to different armors. Great. Fantastic. I love that shit. It was awesome. And even her coming out of the castle, finding them outside. I was like, yeah, that's great. So that's one of the reasons why I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. But, don't take my word for it. You can go see what you can. And comments below. Tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. You know the story. This is Bonkai 922. I want to mention one thing before I go. Tuesday. Now, as you know, my internet has been acting up a little bit. But I still think I'll be able to do this. Tuesday. Live stream. Or maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Later today. Maybe we'll see. Medica Box. And Maggie. Go deep on these two mangas. And start talking about them. And that's all I got for you guys. So yeah, this is Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. Erza. Monster fucking Buster. And I guess Cana's a magic finder buster. I will see you guys later.